All right, now we're gonna do a little bit of eye makeup and doing eyeshadow for hooded eyes. You're gonna pick out 3 of the eyeshadow shades, a lighter one, a darker one, and then a shimmer. So you're gonna take the lighter one, which is the medium shade between the darker one and the shimmer, which is usually a lighter shade. You're gonna take the medium shade and you're gonna use the eyeshadow brush and you're just gonna windshield wipe that medium shade above the crease of your eyelid. So I usually do like about 3 little swirls, light ones, and then tap the brush to get the excess off. And that usually ends up being just the right amount. You can, if you want to, you can prime your eyelids using your foundation. I did that a little bit while I was putting on the foundation, just like a quick little brush, just to give the lid a little prime so that there's something for the eyeshadow to stick to, okay? So that's the medium shade, just applied above the crease, and then I brought it a little bit onto the lower lid and just sort of dusting it right in the corners, okay? So you're focusing it above the crease, getting a little bit in this little pocket. Windshield wipe, just gotta practice. Then you take the darker shade and you're gonna put that like right in this little pocket. And with the darker shade, I do like 2 little taps. Yeah, 2 little taps, and that's plenty. And then I'm gonna paint or like brush a little. See how I'm making like this greater than and less than sign? I'm bringing the dark one up above the crease, and then I'm bringing the bottom part of the little triangle onto my lash line. So tap, tap into the eyeshadow, tap it into that little pocket, and then you're just gonna draw a greater than and less than sign. And if it's not perfectly straight, don't stress about it. You're just gonna keep blending. Blending is the name of the game, okay? So after you've placed the darker colors on the corners of your eyes, then you're gonna blend it again with that fluffy brush, fluffy side of the brush and the corners. Okay, so that should look like, you should be able to see a little bit, see how it's like that ombre effect. You see a little bit darker on the edges and then lighter above the crease. And doing that, that's what's gonna give your eye dimension. And it's actually gonna create a lifted look to your eye. Now, using your finger, go in to that light shimmer. You're gonna tap the shimmer right on the eyelid, just like that, right in the center. And then if you want to, you can put a little bit more of the shimmer right under the brow. And then you can put on mascara if you like. You also don't have to. If you want to do a little bit more illuminating or a little bit more bronzing, especially in the summer, you can take that same brush, the stippling brush, and just dust it on the top of the bronzer. And you're gonna put a little bit on your forehead and kind of like a rainbow, like that, right here, right there. And then you're gonna add, you can add some right here on your cheeks. You can even do the bronzer on its own without putting the makeup on. And you kind of just put it on the apples of your cheeks right there, like where you would get sun. If you've been out hiking, or out in the sun, and then you just blend it into the cheeks. And then if you want, you can add a little bit to your chin and a little bit to the tip of your nose. Or you can take the illuminator and add a little bit of the illuminator to the tip of your nose. That's all just like personal preference, depending on whatever look it is that you're going for. It can really help to just put on some mascara. I'm just going to put on a light layer of mascara. You don't even need to mess around with curling your lashes or doing anything like that. You can just put on a nice light layer of the mascara, and you can see how that, I don't know, it just also emphasizes that shadow that you created on the outer edges of your eyes, which in turn has that lifting effect. Because all makeup is just highlight and shadow. It's just light and shadow. And in some cases, we're adding shadow where we want to add emphasis or add dimension. And we're adding light where we want to draw attention. So you can see with like that, the shimmer on the inner part of the eyelid, how that makes the eye pop a little bit, but then there's the shadow on the sides, which actually has the lifting effect. I hope you have a ton of fun playing with your new makeup. Let me know if you have any questions.